What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today on Madden 21, and we're doing another rebuild. Of course, this team, it's the Packers. It's my favorite team. There may be some debates. Is this a team you actually need to rebuild? There's also a lot of debates. Were the Packers even good last year? Was it luck? Was it the schedule? Were they beneficial of, certain playoff teams? We played a couple of playoff games there that, I looked at and I was like, those are very winnable games, and we won them, and then no improvement against the Niners. So were they a lucky team? Are they a team that's going to make it almost all the way again? We'll find out. I will say, though, salary cap-wise, the contracts, they're going to become a problem soon. Rodgers will probably be gone within 2 to 3 years, which is hard to believe, but it's true. Regardless, we're going to get into this one. And if you could, you know what I mean? But if you guys like these rebuilds, these videos we've been putting up all Madden 21 season so far, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at Jeromepkr. So if the title didn't already spoil it, or maybe the thumbnail didn't already spoil it, this is pretty much going to be a mainly Rodgers rebuild. If you want to see part 2 of this, who knows? Does Rodgers retire with no rings? Does he even make the playoffs? You'll have to find out. And then the other thing is, second channel PKR plays will have Fall Guys. So regardless, hope you guys enjoy this. And yeah, here we go. And that's pretty much it. The other thing you can do is let me know what team you guys want to see next. I was actually thinking about doing the Steelers today instead of the Packers, but my favorite team, I don't think there's a Packers rebuild up yet, to my knowledge. There might have been one, I don't remember, but I wanted to do that team. And like I said, you look at this team, it's not that great. Tell me right now, if Rodgers opted out of the NFL season, would you even consider this team even close to a playoff team? Because offensively, I don't know if I would. The left side of the line looks all right. I will say Billy Turner plays a lot better than they're giving him credit here for. And then Rick Wagner, definitely a downgrade from Bulaga, but hopefully more of a consistent player, as in he won't get injured. Bulaga was great last year, absolutely amazing, but he has had injury problems throughout his career. And as far as the receivers go, don't even talk about it. Funches, of course, we're not going to start because he opted out. Aaron Jones, I don't know if we're going to be able to afford him. Defensively, there are some names. You got some really good pass rushers with Zadarius, Preston, and Kenny Clark. Linebackers are terrible. The corners, Jair is obviously a really good corner. And then you have Kevin King, who sometimes shows up, looks really good, and then a lot of times he's just inconsistent. Josh Jackson, kind of in that same boat. Savage, amazing rookie year. Amos, kind of just, a little bit above average, really just kind of blended in with the defense. And then Rashawn Gary, first year, did not look good in the slightest. But we're going to get into this thing, and let's see how good Green Bay can do in this first year, this 2020 year, which honestly might be their best chance at another Super Bowl. I don't know what next season's going to look like. Once again, these contracts are going to be a bit of an issue. So David Bakhtiari is going to be asking for quite a bit of money, and if I know Green Bay, and I think I do, we are definitely going to be giving him that deal, which is quite a lot, but it's fine. Aaron Jones, this is a tough one. A.J. Dillon, I think you definitely do have him as a backup primarily, but do you really draft a running back that high if you plan on re-signing? Please, EA, fix the face, Sim. His face looks so bad here. It's the same face. Looks like Jeepers Creepers from last Madden of the year. I don't like it, dude. But regardless, Aaron Jones is a great running back, right? But remember where he was drafted? Very late. Is running back that hard to get? I really don't think it is. I just don't. This is a tough one for me. I really am struggling with this because I almost feel like you trade him. And I know it's crazy to think because the Packers' offensive weapons are just terrible, but this is tough. You know what? We're going to re-sign him. That is so hard. It is so hard, but at the same time, what can you do? Jamal Williams needs a contract as well. You can't really let both of them go, so I guess we made the right call. Corey Linsley, of course, probably does get the contract as well, so you can see that money is draining very fast here. Kevin King needs a contract. I think we could replace. I think we can do better. I really do. I think Kevin King is going to be let go unless he has some amazing season. Alan Lazard, I'm going to be honest, I watched all last season. I don't see it. I just don't see it. The thing is, it's the same argument with like someone like some old man. Let's be honest. We all have that old person that they're our dad or our freaking grandfather that's like, oh, I could easily outrun that guy, or oh, I could easily break this guy's ankles or that. It's because they're comparing to other pros, right? So if you see one guy do really bad because the other guy's doing better, they think, oh, I could do better. It's no. That's why I feel with Allen Lazard. Everyone on the Packers besides Devontae is so bad in the receiving game. When someone even looks slightly better, you're like, oh, that guy's an improvement. Allen Lazard's hands are very, very iffy. He bobbles almost every catch. I don't know. I don't know. I think we can do better. And yes, I just alienated all of our grandfathers and fathers. Okay, like I said, I think the Packers are a decent team. I think it was a little bit fluky last season, but I also think they were definitely 10 wins plus as a team. But here he is like, you know what? The Packers are gods. There's 14-2. Don't worry about it. They're god tier. They went 9-0, if I'm not mistaken here. 9-0, lost a few there, and then won 5 in a row. Who do we actually? Is this who we actually play this year? So the Vikings could be tough. Definitely not 42-0. I would love it. Lions could be tough. Saints gonna be tough. Falcons should win. Buccaneers, that'll be fun. Texans, that'll be not easy, but it will win that. I think the Vikings are going to split with us. This is a rough schedule. If we do well, even if it's luck all the way across, this is a tough schedule. I don't know where they rank us based on hardness of schedule, but when you factor that, I think the Lions are going to be way better, assuming Stafford plays the full season. I really, the only guaranteed wins I see are the Jags and the Panthers. Like, that's really the only guaranteed teams. Everyone else is actually pretty damn good. Everyone has a pretty damn good chance of making the playoffs. So it's a bit of a tough schedule. For us to go 14-2 here is actually really impressive. Rodgers, oh my lord, please inject it into my Wait, no, that's veins you're supposed to put. Hey, you inject whatever you want into whatever you want. 4,700 yards, 47 touchdowns, 9 picks. Jordan Love is like, why? Why did they draft me? Aaron Jones, 1154, 5 touchdowns. Jamal Williams stealing some touchdowns. It kind of sucks. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with a star development upgrade, most likely. Devontae Adams, really big season. Allen Lazard, decent season. Jay Sternberger, decent season. Looking at blocking, really good season, except for Rick Wagner, but that's Madden for you. Amos with the most tackles. No linebacker in sight. Hey, maybe EA Sim isn't actually that bad after all. Sack total, Za'Darius 8, Preston 7. That'd be a huge down season for those two. Kenny Clark with 11.5 picks. Jair, nice. Adrian Amos, please go to Superstar, my dude. Mason Crosby, really good season. I love me some Crosby. Inject some Crosby into me. Rodgers with the league MVP. Nice. That could be a title. Do I draft a wide receiver and then say Green Bay finally drafts a wide receiver? Or do I say MVP Rodgers is back? I don't know. But either way, we have a bye week here. Let's see if the Packers want to choke it again. The Chicago Bears. 84 to their 83. Okay. Don't like the fact that Cordero Patterson's a superstar player just because of his freaking returnability. I get he's old, so it doesn't really matter, but wow! Coronavirus is gone. I can't believe it. EA's so good of a company, they freaking eradicated the freaking pandemic. They got rid of it. They got rid of Corona. Wow, that's impressive. The Bears are already striking hot. We get 3. Defense is doing all right. This is literally what a Packers versus Bears matchup looks like in the last several seasons here. I don't know why it's been like that, but that's just been the way it is. This is very realistic to them two playing each other. This isn't looking good. Green Bay, do you wanna? Oh yeah, I forgot. EA reminded me. Rodgers is classic Rodgers. Do nothing until the last minute and then look like a legend. Except for the fact that we're about to choke this away. Okay, overtime. You know, normally we'd restart and all that, but oh my lord. Okay, Rodgers, don't throw a pick. Oh, huge touchdown. Okay, I'm going to be honest here. Okay, let's just be honest. The Bears aren't very good at kicking field goals, okay? So there's a very good chance that's what happened. Can I get to the... Can I... No? No? Did they change things? Am I... Oh, I'm stupid. We're not going to say the other word. God. Oh, no, maybe I'm not stupid. They just don't show anything anymore. I can't tell if he missed a kick. We'll find out in a moment. Rodgers, wow. Trubisky outplayed you. Congratulations. Cordero Patterson is their number 1 running back, as you would. Aaron Jones, kind of an iffy one from him. Receiving, I don't think anyone really cares. Dean Lowry with 4 sacks. That's a common sight. Kicking, they didn't miss a kick, so we're benefit of EA Sim. Don't worry about it. Keep running. Can't challenge it if we start the play. Hey, please, no Cowboys. Actually, no, we want the Cowboys. The Packers definitely want the Cowboys. What am I talking about? The 87 overall Saints, we're an 85 overall team now. Come on, Rodgers. Give me one more Super Bowl. I don't care, dude. I don't care if every NFL team opts out midway through the year because everyone's just getting COVID. I don't care if there's a huge asterisk next to it. A Super Bowl is a Super Bowl. Tom Brady can tell you that. And the Browns, of course, make it to the Super Bowl. That's a bit of a yikes. All right, so the Saints starting out with 7. We bounce back with a fat 0. Nice. This is looking like a bit of a loss here. Offense is kind of struggling. Needed that touchdown desperately. Defense holds them to 3. Start of the second half, 13-17. It's a very close game. Down by 7. Like the same sort of situation, huh? And defense is getting gashed. That's a GG. You can't let up that much time up on the clock. Rodgers and company clutching up hard, but defense needs to make a play. And I don't think they did. If the clock's running, we lost. I know it's going to be a pass, but, like, you gotta blitz, I feel. Oh! Kevin King with the pick! Drew Brees does it again! Has the chance to win the game, and he throws an interception. Drew Brees, how are ya? Kevin King gets the pick. We get the 6, and we're on to the Super Bowl. Did we completely change the outcome of the game? Maybe, but I didn't use that. Oh, no, the Saints lose. Bounty Gate, sorry. How have we not taken away the Saints Super Bowl, by the way? How did they have bounties to hurt players, and people are like, yeah, they can still have that Super Bowl. Who cares? Like, how? I'm sorry, Saints fan. And I know, I said Saints fan, like there's only one guy. But I know there's a lot of teams with cheating allegations, but that is harsh, man. Like, that is a huge advantage to be hurting players at the bottom piles, playing against injured players throughout the season, especially at the QB position most of the time. Come on, man. I'm just saying. Let's take a look at any dev-ups we had. Please, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I said your full name. That's how much I wanted this to happen. He's 25, going on 26. Glad he got star development now. That's totally cool. Defensively now, any dev-ups? I don't see a single one, which is definitely pain, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys want from these types of videos, rebuild-wise, when we have an old QB. If we do a Buccaneers rebuild, a Steelers, a Saints, do we lower their age every single time we sim and then fix their regression? Or do we just let EA play it out? That's what I want to know. For this one, where it's kind of like a Jordan Love Rodgers hybrid video, I think I'll let Rodgers regress, even though it's so hard. It just doesn't make sense. He just had one of the greatest seasons in NFL history, and he's in the Super Bowl. Can I really let him go from a 90 to an 83? But I can't make him a 96 because that just... I don't know. This is tough. At the same time, there's a part of me that's like, the Packers definitely reached on Love. He might not even play in Green Bay as a starter outside of injury or, benching for, Rodgers to stay healthy near the end of the season. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Like, a part of me wants to make Rodgers a 96 overall right now because I think that's what he would be if that's what kind of season he has in real life, especially if he wins a Super Bowl here. Second half, up 3. It's the first time we've been up at all. Of course, that goes away. We regain that. We lose that. It's been close. Let's slow it down just so we can have a little more fun, a little more entertainment here. And they kick the field goal, 31-all. Green Bay just chokes it away. 1:04. Rodgers and company... And Rodgers throws the game-losing pick in the Super Bowl. I retire as a Packers fan, and the Browns win the Super Bowl. That is harsh. What a game, but if Rodgers could stop throwing picks in the playoffs, that'd be, that'd be great. Devontae does really well. Oh, man, that would hurt to see Oh, no, that's all people would remember. Yikes. All right, let's advance to the re-sign period. I really do not know what I want to do here with Rodgers. I feel like it's so, like, people are going to be like, well, you should fix the regression on everyone else. To be fair, Rodgers' regression here isn't terrible, but I almost feel like, you know what? I know, you're going to be like, oh, it's the Packers videos. Of course he's going to do that. We're going to change some things. Honestly, I'm going to keep his awareness there. Rodgers' awareness has been lacking lately. Let's drop his throw power. Let's increase that accuracy. I don't know how his throw on the run is so low. I'm going to fix that. That is just atrocious. I don't know what the hell they think. Under pressure, I guess. Play action's pretty solid in Green Bay. I'm making Rodgers a 96 overall after being an absolute MVP. We changed some of his ratings, made him slower, dropped the throw power a little bit, but there's no doubt in my mind. I mean, hell, they might even make him a 99 again. 96 is actually on the low end after a season like that, but this is the ratings we're going to give him after the fact. So 96, 97 throw deep, 94 medium, 90 short, 94 under pressure, 94 play action, 99 throw on the run, 90 break sack, 90 awareness. And once again, if you guys don't want me to do that ever again, I won't. I just feel like, I just wish there was a quick way I could do that for regression, but I get why it's in the game. But at 37, Rodgers isn't quite there. Once you get to the 40s, like a Breeze or a Brady, fair enough, I'll allow it, but Rodgers 37, 38, whatever, he's not quite there, you know? But yeah, like I said, let me know what you guys think. Should we do that for all the rebuilds where we're using a guy that's older? And we're broke. Mate. We have to re-sign Devontae soon, too. I'll tell you what, though. What a risk going for Preston and Zedarius. The money we offered, however, god damn, that was a good move. Christian Kirksey, how much is he? $6 million. That's definitely something we're going to be looking at. Billy Turner, please let me release you. Not trade you, release you. Yeah, this team's in a bit of a hole here. It's in a bit of a hole. I think if you're using the Packers, you definitely trade off Aaron Jones. But for the fact of the rebuild, I feel like the Packers are going to keep him. And I think that's why we have to do that. Rick Wagner's not expensive by any means, but we're in a bit of a hole here. I can see why Jair goes to free agency. Damn. I don't know what we're going to do here, but we're going to try something. So I didn't get anyone we wanted here, but we got a couple of backup tackles. Valdir, he was here for a year. Just can't believe he's still in the league. It's absolutely nuts. But he'll be the starting right tackle if we can't find better. We get a fullback. We get a backup safety. Just a bunch of backups. All right, we got Jared Cook. We did not get Villanueva. We got Needham. We got Willie Henry. And we got Morrow. Fifth-year options, Jair Alexander. I think we definitely need to tag him. Or give him the fifth year, whatever you want to call it. Because he's going to ask for max anyways. So just like the real-life Packers, I didn't really get us a wide receiver, but hopefully the draft's a little bit different. Pick 31, we have a couple of players. We have a wide receiver and a cornerback. Both are very equal needs, I think. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep moving down until one of them is gone. Unfortunately, I think this corner is going to be the first one gone. He looks really good, but at the end of the day, we've got to use this as our little safety net. I don't think we can go for what we want. We have to just go for what we can get. And both are needs. Yikes, 14! That is so high. This is the wide receiver. We have Dwight Shepard. He looks really good, but man, that's harsh. I don't know. I don't think we can get that high now. Oh, he's already. Yeah, I couldn't get to that pick. That's way too high. We did give him Kiki, a 6th round pick this year and 31 to get 47 and 79. I really don't know how 79 helps us that much, but I mean, we didn't really have a player there, so it is what it is. They take a 70 overall guard. So we have 15 and 31. I think with this pick, we're definitely going to take the tackle. We definitely need one. I don't know, dude. It's just going to have to get lucky, and we do. Thank you, Jesus. Went for the age because his combine grade was actually pretty decent, but yeah, like we see in here, his core attributes are a little rough. Wide receiver is definitely a need here because we have MVS who needs a contract. I don't even know if we can physically afford him. But let's go and take... Ooh, George Leonard, though. George Leonard. Because you could move Amos to corner. I don't know how that would work, but George Leonard looks decent. I guess we're going to take Tevin McKee. Screw it. 74 overall, normal. Okay, this is a good player. Maybe we don't need Mason anymore. I think we're going to skip out on Mason. Let's move to 15 in the third. Leonard was a 74 overall. We'll have to take a look at him. Screw it. We're going to take Mason as well. He looks really solid, and we're just, And thankfully we do what the Packers don't. We draft wide receiver because we drafted 2 really good wide receivers. MVS might be replaced. Now I have a late third-round pick. If Hammond's there, I might think about going for him. He's kind of raw. He's B+ finesse. We need a pass rusher soon because once Preston's able to we can get rid of him. We have to because we just can't afford this team. I'm going to go for Hammond. And a normal development as expected, but 70 overall. I don't know, maybe you can become a starter in the future. You never know. Now moving to the 31 for 4th-round pick. This is where things are probably going to get a little rougher. We have a super athletic D-end, Nick Holiday. And then we have Grubbs, who's strong. Let's take Nick Holiday. Screw it. Another good player, 72 overall. Very raw. But might already be a plug-and-play starter because we did have to get rid of Kiki for one of our players. Oh, well. We do have Willie Henry anyways. Yeah, we got some free agents. All right, we get a 4th round off of the Seahawks, and our final pick, if the kicker's still there, will be a kicker. He is Mr. Isaac Fletcher. 70 overall hidden. This is the first hidden development kicker of the year. Soak it in, boys, because it'll probably be another several months before that happens again. I don't even know if we need a kicker. I think Crosby's on like a 3-year deal. But I just went for him because he's the best available by far, high grade and whatnot. So we landed 3 hiddens. That is very good for Madden 21. That is huge, actually. Jakari Noel, please, superstar. If we could have any superstar in this class, I expect it to be star. But still, it's a good pick. Russell Mason, huge draft pick here. Let's take a look at the development. He'll be the number 3, whereas I think we're going to trade MVS right away, honestly. Star development there. Or maybe we'll get a first look at the contract situation. Actually, I think there's a way to look now. I used to do it before the season started. I could glance at it. I don't remember what it was. I'll take a look, see if I can find it. Isaac Fletcher is star development, but still a really good pick. Let's take a look at the Browns safety. All right, so Mr. Leonard, normal development. He's still, I don't mind too much. So we look for teams that had it worse than us at wide receiver. There was only one, ironically, was the Patriots. We give them Marquez Valdez-Scantling for a 3rd this and a 5th next. I think is a 26-year-old star development player at 80 overall. That's pretty fair, especially considering they made the playoffs last season, are likely to do so again. All right, year 2, year 1 was obviously a very successful one. We made it to the Super Bowl and barely missed out. Jared Cook, the new tight end, back in town. Got a new right tackle. Lower overall than Wagner, lower overall than Bulaga, but star development, young as hell, so that position should be set. Mason, the number 3 wide receiver, could end up becoming the number 2 by the end of the year. Depends on how McKee plays. And then as far as defensively goes, we get Witherspoon as a backup. Right end really isn't improved. Middle linebacker, kind of a downgrade slightly. Really didn't do much for our defense. And I don't really know what else we could have done, to be honest. So 28-year-old Preston Smith, definitely potentially on the way out soon as we can get rid of him for a cheap loss. And that's pretty much it. Let's go on. All right, this is going to be holy crap. This is going to be a very interesting situation. Davante Adams is asking for quite a bit of money here. I don't think we're going to be able to afford Davante. But at the same time, you can't get rid of Davante for Josh Jackson, right? How old is he now? 25. I think this is going to be a tag situation for Mr. Davante Adams. We don't even have enough cap room to offer him less than he wants by a lot. Okay, this is unfortunate. All right, to the playoffs. And we lose a bunch of games near the end, losing the division, but holding on to a playoff spot. That's us. We lose the first game, win 3, lose 1, win 5. Lose 1, win 1, lose 2. Destroy the Cowboys, as you'd expect, and then lose to the Lions. We lost to the Lions, the Bears, and the Bears. We lost to the Bears twice. What is this, like the freaking 60s or something? Regardless, here we are. Rodgers deserving of a regression. We will allow it to happen here. Aaron Jones, decent season. Devontae, disgustingly bad season. Mason, he was number 3, and yet he outplayed McKee. Okay, I know I rhymed. Let's not talk about it. Noel, one of the best right tackle seasons I've seen in Sim for a while. Zadarius does really well. Kenny Clark does really well. Preston Smith, kind of a meh. Looking at the pick totals, kind of high there for some of the guys. Mason Crosby, not a bad season. Once again, we're going to try to look for any little angle we can just to get rid of some of this cap situation. McKee doesn't win Offensive Rookie of the Year. I feel like Mason would have started at number 2. He would have, so that hurts. McKee is likely moving down. Yeah, Mason's a higher overall, so see you later there. Still, they're both good. All right, here we are going against Atlanta. They're 9-7. They're at home. The Packers have faced this issue before. 88 overall Packers versus the 83 overall Atlanta Falcons. It's been a little bit of an interesting one so far. We've kind of done better than expected, but also choked away great opportunities. Devontae is better than Julio because of the regression. And because Devontae is just a better receiver. Obvious. Julio's never make it to the Hall of Fame. Devontae, shoo-in. Oh, Lord. Be cool if Devontae is a Hall of Famer one day, but I don't know. We'll see. Green Bay with a nice start. Gets 7. Offense kind of struggles. Gives up 3. We get 7. They get another 3. Offense making their opportunities count. Defense, holding them out as much as they can. 27-13, 34-13. Okay, so the team is definitely doing pretty well here. We have a deeper receiving core. I think that's what helps. And, of course, Jared Cook is a massive upgrade at tight end, and we smoked him. We proved that, once again, we got a little unlucky maybe. Should have had a bye week. Rodgers throws a pick, but he does have 5 touchdowns. Aaron Jones, kind of a meh game there. Defensively, Zadarius goes off. Preston gets 1. Picks Jair and Josh Jackson's going to suck to lose Josh, but there's really nothing we can do. We might even lose Devontae. You never know. I don't know what this tag situation is going to be. All right, going to the divisional round now. Ooh, this is a classic. 82 overall Seattle Seahawks versus the 88 overall Packers. That's one of the great playoff matchups over the last half decade, pretty much, maybe more. All right, going to the end of the game, 7-0. Okay, 14-0. Got to avoid that classic Green Bay choke. All right, 21-3, 21-10. Yikes. Offense doing all right. Defense holds them to 3. If you get a touchdown there, you win the game. But now it's up to anyone. Oh no. There you go, Green Bay. Moving on to the championship. Thankfully, we didn't have to play them in the championship. Where's Pete Carroll? The hell's Pete Carroll? Aaron Rodgers, I don't know if I would say outperforms Russell, but didn't throw a pick, I suppose. We did have 2 rushing touchdowns, so fair enough. As far as defensively goes, Preston, Kenny Clark, defense has been producing. They've been producing. Rosas misses a kick. I don't like him in Sim. Aldrich Rosas is just not good in Sim. Ooh, almost Sim to the Super Bowl. That would have been an interesting situation. The New York Giants. That was a bit of a matchup over the years too, but it kind of fell back a little bit. Phillip Rivers in New York, huh? Back again with a snow game or 2. That's all I want. That's all I freaking want. And of course, for us to win a Super Bowl here with the Packers with Rodgers, please. That's all I want. We're down by 10, but it's still kind of anyone's game. Ooh, that's big for them. Touchdown to start the second half, huge. Down 9, you got to play. You got to do something, offense. You desperately got to do something. Defense is not really helping you. You got to help yourselves. And they do not. I don't know what that was. They just couldn't score, and New York's going to knock us off here. We lose 29-17, a very fair matchup. I mean, the Giants shouldn't be that good here, but if they were, very fair matchup. Rodgers really losing his touch here. Definitely deserving of a regression. I'm actually probably willing to put him at an 87, 88 overall. So whatever EA does, I'll change it to that. Unfortunately, very close, but not close enough. As you move on to the Super Bowl, this is kind of where you would think maybe it's almost time to go to Jordan Love. Not yet, but maybe you start thinking about it. So definitely keep that on the mind. Looking at the offensive players, Mason, McKee, no dev-ups, of course. Looking at the defensive players now, I do not think I see a single dev up. We do not. I don't think we've seen a single dev up from any player in this rebuild yet. Winner of the Super Bowl between the Ravens and the Giants is the Ravens, as expected. Is this a clear-cut tag situation? Like, can we easily afford him? So we can almost afford his actual contract once. Not interested in signing. We're going to give him a $19 million tag. Negotiate. J.K. Scott's great. You just can't do it, though. Josh Jackson, we are negative in money, so as much as I'd like to bring you back, buddy, it's just not going to happen. He's really good overall, too. Maybe it can. Let's see if we have anybody. Even though I don't think it updates right away. All right, so Za'Darius is on a $20 million deal. He can be let go for... That's just not a smart idea. Preston, please be less. We save $8 million. Adrian Amos, this is really derailing the team for a cornerback, though. I think you got to let him go. Oh, here we go, though. Here we go. Billy Turner, you're not going to start, so see you later. Dean Lowry, fair enough. Bye. We're almost breaking even. Nice. Mason Crosby, we have a kicker. Please be nothing. It's always something, man. We're taking cap hits left and right here. What about Mr. Rashawn Gary? Guaranteed. Nice. Damn, this team is so broke. Wow, this team is so screwed. Rodgers, could you not make so much money, please? Yeah, this is the window for Green Bay to let Rodgers go. $17 million cap penalty, but a $23 million savings. So you save $6 million getting rid of that man. But I think we definitely keep him here. I think that's a realistic move. I think you trade Preston off, though. We trade Preston Smith to the Texans for 2 fourths. I think at the age of, 28, 29. I think that's fair. All right, as far as free agency goes, we have, 8 mil? But 11 mil to work with. As far as who we could go for, Mark Andrews would be great. Maybe we'll offer him a deal worth half that. Then again, you'd probably rather have Leighton Vander Esch. Just keep going for the cheaper tight ends, probably. Yeah, there's a lot of names here. I just don't know if we're going to be able to get a single one of them. We land a steal. We land a 7-year deal on Andy Hamilton, who is a superstar development. I'll show you guys what he looks like. I don't know how teams were offering him low ball deals. I was willing to give him a 7-year straight up, lock him in for good. His career is safe. His freaking livelihood is safe. This man looks insane. All the potential in the world. How he has superstar development, I don't know. I will take it. Huge steal. We're still far away off, especially since we're probably going to replace Amos, maybe, and Savage next season. So, yeah, we're in a bit of a spot. It's all right, though. It's not. Yeah, I lied. It's definitely not all right at all. Hell no. Rashawn Gary, I don't think so, buddy. Hopefully he has a beastly year in real life, but obviously here, not much of a chance for him with normal development. Savage's contract is up. If we are going to re-sign him, we're going to do it right away. So, no. And then I don't know if we'd have one more. So, for some reason, these guys just didn't get contracts. Blake Martinez rejoins Green Bay. Josh Jackson returns to Green Bay, which actually changes our draft up a little bit. J.K. Scott returns. Reed is a backup I was going to have actually potentially start. And then Nicholson might actually start for Amos, depending on how the draft goes. But as far as what we need and what is actually there, I mean, we might still take a corner just to maybe play safety for one of the guys we're about to lose. There's a lot of good corners there. I think our guy would probably be around 18 or 19, so let's see if we can actually make the trade up. Like I said, lots of corners there, but you can see lots of corners going as well. 2 straight corners there. Another corner goes. Another corner goes. Another corner goes. Our corner might go a lot higher than I thought, but I'm not going any higher than 18. Wow, another corner. Watch right here. Yep, right there. I guess we're going to go down. Why not? I think we're going to move to 16 again. We're going to move to 16 in the second round because we have a tight end, Antoine Cox, who skipped the combine. Great skills, and he's a vertical threat, so it might be worth going for. We trade 30, Willie Henry, and a 7th round pick next year for 45 and 77 from the Broncos, which is pick 13 in the second round. Once again, tight end's probably not the biggest need this very moment, but if this guy is, a hidden development, it could end up becoming a very good pick. We're banking on this skipped combine, and it was a good bank. Hidden development, 74 overall. He is pretty fast actually. Pretty damn good catching ratings. A little raw, but overall not terrible. Definitely a good pick, especially if he's better than Star. And I think we might trade up because we have a DT. We're going to get rid of this guy, but we have a DT here who looks like an absolute steal. 21. Skills are like, they're good because they're B+, but you don't see block shed or power move. But look at how freaking strong he is. Projected an early first in talent. I think this is an easy trade up to the Jags. 62 and 94 to 46, which I was going to give him a 4th round instead, which would have been straight up fair, but of course you know the way the game is. Kind of wish they did have forced trading on, because then I would be able to do these realistic trades without having to add all this crap and take all this time up. But Marlon Stanley could play right end, left end. I don't know, but hopefully he's good. And he is. Supposed to be ranked the #1 player in true talent. 21 years old. Super versatile if he needs to be. Absolute steal and a half. I know he's once again normal, but what a pick. Now, what is our next pick going to be? We do have a safety, Leslie Cheeks. The best safety available, but I guess we'll take him if he's there at 13. Because we are probably going to have to start a new safety this season. I don't think we can afford to keep, what's his name, Amos. But yeah, Leslie Cheeks, the best available safety there. 22, good zone coverage, good pursuit. Hoping for the best. And we get the best. Hidden development. 88 speed, 93 excel. 58 catches a little low, but 71. Yeah, you see, some of his ratings are a little rough, but that zone coverage is good. The pursuit is good. He's solid, and he actually will be a day 1 starter. I did also see this wide receiver. I don't think wide receiver is that big of a need for us, but that guy does look pretty solid. We also have this Brian Hamels guy a little bit later, slot kind of guy. You know what? That random wide receiver right there, I think he looks pretty good. Let's go for him. All right, Eric Fox it is. He is a 69 overall with actually some pretty good redeeming factors. You know, really high change of direction for a guy with pretty base speed stats. But he is 6'4". He's 22 years old. This guy, it's a good pick. I like it. Good depth. And I think we're going to trade some of these picks away because we don't really have anything this high. So we could probably trade these 2 away for like a medium 3rd. And then maybe take, I don't know, Pierce or one of these DNs or something. I think we do need... Oh, no, we got J.K. Sky back, so we don't really need a punter. I suppose we're going to take Davion Monk, 68 overall safety. Kind of raw. Could even play corner, but worth the pick in the late 5th, I suppose. And then pick 30 in the 7th is just going to be that punter. Who cares? David Tiller it is, 67 overall, bit of a yikes. Not a bad draft at all. Definitely not a bad draft at all. Mr. Antoine Cox, who could be a potential day 1 starter, but more likely a year 2 starter, has the development of Star. Okay, Star development. Do we have no 80 numbers? I hate when that happens. I'm going to keep him at 40, like 4, just because there is a part of me that usually does make mistakes and forgets to change them. And then this is the only other guy with hidden cheeks. The starting strong safety, most likely, as we're going to be trading Adrian Amos off. Star development definitely expected, but totally fine with me. 24 doesn't really make sense. 25, 38, 39. Let's go 39. Screw it. Pretty damn good, actually. I'll take it. We're doing as well as we can. We really should get rid of Elton Jenkins as well, because there's a chance we might not be able to afford him, but we need him desperately. I just can't do it. The Raiders are willing to give us a 3rd round for Adrian Amos, so we hand him over. He's on the aging side, 29-30. Needs a contract, so I think that's pretty fair. 3rd round pick for him. All right, entering year 3, this is what the team looks like. Hopefully I didn't show it already, because I'm kind of going on a different thing. We did say that we were going to lower Rodgers' rating, so let us do that. A real lettuce. Get your lettuce in. Let's do this right now. Let's drop that Excel 1. Keep that awareness at 89, I suppose. Drop the deep a few. Throw on the run a few. Throw power already drops, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's drop that a little bit more. 89, is that fine? Let's keep the play action high. His play action is really good. 88 throw power, 84 on the run, 88 overall. I think 88 overall is fair for him. Not a great season, but not an absolutely just terrible one. Offensively looks great. Cox probably starts. Yeah, let's start Cox. And then looking at the defensive side of things, we need Hamilton to start. that's pretty much it. I mean, we have a new middle linebacker who's going to be great for us. Blake, the number 2. Cheeks, hopefully he'll be quick to learn the position because Amos was a very solid starter there. Josh Jackson returns. Really, the question is, what can we afford this season, and can we get a new outside linebacker? Because Rashawn Gary, it's a bit late for him, I think. All right, so we don't know what the money looks like, but, the whole Devontae and Jair thing, oh my God. We better have a lot of money, because holy crap. This is a lot of money. What is this? Oh, we do have a lot of money, in fairness. So Jair Alexander, I'm willing to give the money to. I don't want to do farther than a 5-year deal, though. You can usually get him for cheaper in free agency. Za'Darius is probably worth the deal, but that's more of a tag situation. I don't know how to do this. Can we do a 3-year where it's fully guaranteed? Hey, there you go. 3-year, $69.7 million. Mainly guaranteed, but not fully. Tag for Devontae. Elton Jenkins is worth a 4-year deal. We did a good job. We actually did all right for ourselves. And then Savage, a 5-year, $45. It's a safety, which is really what's troubling me. Can we do another situation where we, give it guaranteed for 3 years rather than full-time? I'm really glad that sometimes you can get the deal to these guys. Like, till he's 33, a pretty much mainly guaranteed 3-year deal is definitely worth it for both sides. We may have paid a little bit too much. We offered a 3-year, $29 million deal, mainly guaranteed. I think that's fine, though, right? I don't even know. All right, Dallas in Week 17. We lose the game, but we still make the playoffs, 10-6. Take a look at the record. I don't think you guys really think. Well, I guess to be fair, for once in my phrases, me saying, why would I really care, actually kind of matters. Because if, the Packers do well and Rodgers does well, it makes, my team look better, which I obviously like the Packers. 4,400 yards, 34 touchdowns, 10 picks. That's pretty much 88 overall territory, so I'll let him regress harder if he needs to, which is weird to say it that way. Rushing, pretty good stuff for Aaron Jones. Devontae and Mason, pretty good stuff. Looking at the blocking numbers, really solid blocking numbers, actually. Wow. Right tackle, crushed it. Kenny Clark with 11 sacks, 9.5 for Za'Darius. Stanley with 8. Can't really ask for too much more from Sim. Kicking the rookie, or the once upon a time really close to rookie. Don't even know what I'm saying at this point. With 12 for 12. That's probably kicker of the year, which is obviously super clutch. Defensive rookie of the year with Stanley. That's a nice win. Yeah, maybe we'll let Rodgers only get to we'll keep him at an 88. Let me know what you guys think for the future. I'm trying to think of anyone that would make sense. So if we do a Falcons rebuild and Matt Ryan's crushing it, we'll not allow him to regress like he did here. So Matt Ryan, is there any other guys that really fit that bill? I'm trying to think. Matt Ryan, maybe Stafford we adjust as he plays better. Not too many players are going to, really fall into this category. Can't really say Brady because he's in the 40s. Breeze is in his 40s. I think if we do a Falcons rebuild, this rebuild, maybe the Lions, the Titans, maybe the Vikings, Cam Newton, those types of names, the big names that once upon a time were good or they can still be good. If they play well, we keep them going, or if they play poorly, we drop them down. Let me know what you guys think. Of course, we're doing it for this one, and I think I'll guarantee that we do it for the Matt Ryan, the Falcons rebuild, but outside of that, I don't know. But regardless, year 3 is another playoff year, so let's go against those Philadelphia Eagles. The Packers did play the Philadelphia Eagles in the first game of their latest Super Bowl tour, through the playoffs. So, hey, maybe this is the time. You never know. It's the only similarities there are. Oh, we got a slow game. Okay, dude. I should have picked the Packers for online league. Damn, the Rams are tough, and then, of course, this team is going to play. Packers are going to be playing a lot of snow games, which I like, so, I should have taken the Packers. I regret everything. Thing is, we already did a Packers franchise, so I didn't want to do it again. And boy, are we sucking. Please, points. Both defenses are crushing it. We're tied up at 14 all. Oh, my Lord. This Green Bay defense just put up the greatest playoff performance of all time. I don't care what anyone says. To allow 0 points in, 2.5 quarters, maybe more? to win the game is insane. Maybe not the greatest of all time, but definitely one of the top 5 performances. The snow probably does help a little bit, but I definitely did not think we were going to advance to the divisional round at all. Lost to them week 17, however. It's a team that the Packers have had some success with. It's Madden Sim, so that, goes right out the window. Going to Dallas to see who makes the championship game. All right, the weather is obviously much better. Zeke with a huge rushing touchdown. Offense seems a little bit more spry today. Oh my God, could we not allow Zeke to break the NFL rushing record? I know we love to give up rushing records in the playoffs, but please not this one. Looking pretty good. Start of the 4th. That touchdown's going to do it. This team in domes. Rodgers is just another beast in domes, and here he goes. I'm telling you right now, if you switch Rodgers and Breeze, whatever Breeze records are, whatever it is, well, not records, but per season, Rodgers would do better. I don't understand. I mean, I get it. You can't really just build a dome over historic Lambeau Field, but Rodgers' record in domes, he just crushes it. Absolutely crushes it. If the Atlanta game was at home and the Super Bowl is in a different game stadium, who knows? We might, Packers might not, Rodgers might not have a single ring. Rodgers was he's just another animal in a dome, which, who's not in a dome, but still. The championship game against the Niners, I really didn't need to see this team. I really didn't. Look at that little jumper. All right, come on now. No, not by quarter. We're going to the end of the game. It's always those 8-8 teams, the teams that barely sneak in, that always do the most damage. So it would not surprise me to see the Niners do work here. 7-14, huge field goal before half. They do not get a field goal before half. We get a touchdown to start the second half. Holding to 3 is huge there. We're up 17, and we will not be deterred as Green Bay is back in the Super Bowl. Finally beating the Niners. Obviously, it seems like a completely different team if they're 8-8. Rodgers absolutely crushing it. Rushing numbers were terrible for both teams. Cox, nice. Love seeing some good picks. Jair Alexander, nice sacks for Za'Darius. And we're moving on. Please don't be the Browns. Please don't be the Browns. Well, it's probably not much better that we're going against the freaking cover athlete of the game, 12-4 Ravens. Let's take a look at our dev-ups, which may be none. No dev-ups on offense, it would appear. Defensively, Stanley was not star development, so I believe he just went up to star. Nice. Okay, so Stanley goes up to star, and I believe that to be the only dev-up. But I'll take it. I'll take any dev-up over none. All right, here we go. 89 versus 89. Willie Snead crushing it. Okay. Don't want to bring that name up after that Washington vid. Yikes. All right, here we go. Come on, Green Bay. I want to see one more Aaron Rodgers Super Bowl win. Maybe even an MVP. Why not? Why not have the MVP on top of it? Right before half, they get 3, which is huge. But the defense is doing as much as they can, considering offense is just choking this away. Are you actually serious? Classic Rodgers. They want to look like heroes rather than just close the game out. That's game. That's game. We lose 25-28. No Super Bowl story here yet. Rodgers with 2 interceptions. Gotta love it. I absolutely love it. Makes me feel great inside. Apparently Jordan Phillips. Yeah, great talent. Great player. Chuck Clark and Peters with picks. Damn, son. Another 3-point loss in the Super Bowl. All right, so let's take a look at Rodgers' regression. In fairness, he did have a pretty bad postseason. I think I'm willing to let him drop to an 85 overall here. The real question is, what do we do with Jordan Love? He's a 78 overall. I think he needs an option here. I don't really know what you do with him. He's kind of ruined because he hasn't started yet. Looking at Devontae Adams' number, we definitely have the money for him. I think you let Corey Linsley go, maybe draft a center. You let Jared Cook go. I appreciate your work. 2-year 13 for Rashawn is not bad, but nobody's really played good as a number 2 here. That's not a bad deal at all, though. $7 million per. I think you give him that deal, actually. He's probably going to leave, even though he totally owes us. Okay, thank you. Jace, not a bad contract. We don't need him that much, though. Going to let all these guys go. We're just going to tag Mr. Devontae. All right, so we're going to have to take a look at what we need to re-sign in the future, but we have $26 million to work with if we want to keep Jordan Love, which in theory, this team should, because they put so much into it. You probably have to give him the 5th-year option, but that's a bit harsh. Kenny Clark probably due for another contract. I don't know if you can really afford Jordan Love here. I mean, there's a lot of money going in and out of this team, especially for a guy like Jordan Love. I don't know. I really don't know, because obviously if you get Jordan Love, you're probably replacing Rodgers the next season, which I think is fair, but I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think you save the money and you tag, or you give a 5th-year option for Jordan Love, which is kind of harsh to do because, you know, you're like, hey, Rodgers needs help. Lindstrom. We'll see what we can do. All right, let's see who we get. We get some backup, another backup. Ooh, a starting guard. That was clutch. It didn't even cost us that much. And then Lawson's kind of a backup, but I don't think he's going to play, and it's kind of a wasted signing. We still do need a center, though, so center's on the list. Wide receiver might be in the back of the mind as far as defensively goes. Middle linebacker, right end probably, and then who do we need to replace soon? Definitely look at QB. You know, you're gonna have to go for you have to give the option right away, right? Like 5th-year option, we gotta give it to Mr. Jordan Love. We have to. That's if the 5th-year option didn't exist, I don't even think the Packers draft Love this season. But yes, we will take him. Which means, how much money is he getting paid? $22.8 million to sit on the freaking bench. So instead of a 3rd this year, we give him a 3rd next year. 31, 92, and Fox for 25. Which will be a linebacker. If he has hidden, Blake Martinez is gone. If he doesn't, I don't know. Wait, who is this? Nah, whatever. We have Rashawn for 2 more years. We're fine. Kirk Randolph, super fast. Please be good. Forget anything I've said. He's terrible. We don't really need a wide receiver, but we're going to take one because he looks decent, and he is. 70 overall hidden. Super jump ball style wide receiver. A little bit on the slower side. Probably able to get rid of the wide receiver we've been kind of neglecting a bit. As far as what I want to do with this pick, I have no clue. Trade 95, 127, and Kamal Martin to the Saints for 75. Which we will be taking a DT, I believe. Mr. Thad Street. 72 overall, good player. Unfortunately, not very developable out the gate. But I guess he's a good pick for a 3rd rounder. Our safety is there, Mr. John Boss. Looks great. Please be good. He is good. He's definitely good. 22 years old, normal. Hit power's a little low considering injury's a little low, but stamina's good. I mean, he's a good player, just no development once again. Well, I mean, he has development. It's unfortunately normal, though. As far as what we need next, we could use linemen, so we might take a few players near the end here. Lloyd Irwin and Danny Powell. Powell is a guy we cannot miss. But we can get rid of this pick for sure. Get it like a 3rd round next. So there's a running back, Stapleton. I wasn't going to take him, but I'm going to take him. I regret everything. Never mind. There's a quarterback, Mike Dempsey, but I think I'm going to pass on him, and I kind of want to just see how good he is later on. Let's go with Lloyd Irwin. Damn it, I was about to say first true steal of the year, but no. And then next pick, I think we're going to reach for that center. Unless the QB's still there, we'll go for the QB. Screw it. QB's gone. Pat Griffin. Do we risk it? We'll just risk it on all of them. Screw it. 66 overall. Yikes. And then let's be honest, that center is going to be trash. And the real be honest is probably won't even freaking get him. We got scammed. We did get him. Danny Powell. Great combine report. Skills are okay. And he is what they call... he's not bad. He might actually be day 1 starter if we don't have any centers. But meh. His development is actually superstar. So that makes things a little bit interesting here. And I think that was our only hidden, right? I think so. But yeah, we definitely are going to trade that number 2, number 3 wide receiver, whoever it is. And could this be the final season? Rodgers not only could retire, but he could also just not be someone we can afford when we have Love making quite a bit of money in 2024. We trade McKee in a 4th round pick for 47 projected from the Texans. McKee was 24, 2 years, well, 2 years left on the contract, this and then the next. And of course, only 24, so Definitely a fair evaluation, I think. All right, going into, what is this, year 4, and potentially Rodgers' last year on the team / in the NFL. He'll be 40, 41, whatever. But this is what the roster looks like. Lippett, of course, is a superstar development player. However, I think Mason still is better than him right now. Once, maybe Lippett's a little closer, he'll, take the number 2 spot. Mason will be the true slot receiver. Center is lacking, but everything else is great on the offensive line. Looking at the defensive side of things, we got rid of Blake Martinez and put Burr in there. We got him in free agency recently. And, we just got more depth, really. Nothing crazy changed. But we're still a really good team. We made it to the Super Bowl twice now. Can we finally win one, though? All right, so this is what the re-signings look like. I don't know if we have a single dime. Okay, apparently we have a lot of money. But I don't know if Rodgers is going to still be here. And then Devontae, that's another tag probably. All right, kind of just a quick sim. We get an 11-5 season. Only one season with an actual bye week. Lose to the Lions, we win 5 in a row. Lose 1, win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1, win 2, lose 1, win 2. History repeating itself. We're probably going to lose to the Saints here. But it's fine because Rodgers can go out with a bang. Definitely going out a bit here. Aaron Jones, decent season. No superstar development, though. Receiving, kind of all over the place. Blocking was decent. A little bit worse than last year, but can't really be mad. Sack totals, Kenny Clark and Zedarius were great again. Rashawn Gary, kind of joining the crew a little bit. Pick totals, very solid. Fletcher, a little bit of a down year comparatively to last season, but still really solid. 91 versus their 91 overall roster. A full snow game yet again. All right, very interesting game. The second quarter is where the scoring started to happen. Ooh, nice. You got a lot of points in the second, maybe 13 points in the second quarter. Third quarter looking decent. The Saints are still keeping up. Get those points, boy. That long drive ending with a field goal was huge. We win the game by 10. Nice. Taking a look at the stats. Aaron Rodgers, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. I don't even know who the hell this is. Dillinger? I don't care, dude. They have Kareem Hunt. Looking at the defensive side of things, okay numbers. Starting to see a few new names in there, kind of topping the leaderboards a little bit. Ooh, the Lions, 11-5 versus the Lions. We're 91 overall. They're in 84. They don't even belong here. Let's show them that they don't. Driving down quickly is Detroit. They only get 3, but it's more than we have. Start of the second quarter. Please, offense, do something. I'm not saying defense is perfect, but they're doing better than you guys are. The third quarter, we have nothing. Thank you. Third quarter is our quarter always. Up 10. Fourth quarter, we're up by 3. Need a touchdown. We get it. And this team, unlike the real-life Green Bay Packers, finishes well. We win the game, moving on to the championship round. Quarterback for them is Kirk Cousins. Rodgers, god-awful performance. Looking at the ratings, the stats. Picks are really the big one for both teams, but that's about it. All right, 9-7 Cowboys. We are the 11-5 Packers. They're a 90. We're a 92. Is he going to be another trip to the Super Bowl and another loss, or are we going to miss in the championship? Has it been 2 championship losses and 2 Super Bowl losses? I think that's been the case, no? Pretty sure. And the Ravens are back in, so it would be back-to-back losing to the Ravens if we win this game in the Super Bowl. Defense makes a great play. We get 3 points out of it right away, but once again, just like the last few games, slow scoring. We're down 21-3. There we go. 21-10, 24-10. We drive all the way down, no field goal. Man, that third quarter, it is a massive one for us. This is the most our opponents have scored in a while. We hold them to 3. Green Bay playing well, and they win the game 38-34 against their former coach, Mike McCarthy. Looking at the ratings, Rodgers finally played a really, really good game. Rodgers has a chance to retire on top. Let's see if he can do it. Picks for them. Kicking was flawless. Here we are. We know who it is. It's the freaking Ravens. And look at the screen. What are the chances of that? It's pretty low, right? I think. I don't know. I'm legitimately asking everyone. All right. 11-5 Packers versus the 12-4 Baltimore Ravens. Here we go. Is it going to be a repeat, or are we going to finally see Rodgers with another Super Bowl ring? Right now, the Packers are kind of smoking it, but still lots of time on the clock. Not really closing out. Oh, that's probably the dagger right there. Touchdown before half is hard to come back from when it's 17 points, but the Ravens are making it look easy. And were they able to hold on? Green Bay does. 36-31. Rodgers wins another Super Bowl as he back-to-back MVP. Well, back-to-back Super Bowl MVP. That's the question. Hey, there you go. Rodgers finally with another ring. Of course, all it took was to actually get us some freaking weapons. Line is obviously really good. And who was the Super Bowl MVP? I'm just curious. It doesn't matter, but I am curious. And yes, we forgot to change the tight end's number. It is what it is. Dallas Clark, how you doing? Are they ever going to show it? Are they ever going to show us? Please? Maybe? No? Rodgers? It was Mr. Aaron Rodgers' Super Bowl MVP ×2. Many regular MVPs, solidifying himself obviously in the Hall of Fame. And let's see that podium that'll probably disappear after the first cutscene, huh? First cinematic. So I don't see a podium there yet. Now I see one. Give it a minute, and it is gone. It is 100% gone. Oh, it's back. Never mind, it's back. The podium's there. Oh, and it's gone. I think it is just like kind of lower near their waist area. So the Packers are on top. Rodgers probably will retire, though, even though he is like an 85 overall. He's like 40 now, retirement age pretty much. Rodgers does good enough, those 2 picks, but still a massive game. Looking at the defensive side of things, sack totals decent. Mainly just one guy for us, though. And then Justin Tucker is still a Baltimore Raven. Wow. Going to re-signings, and I believe he actually did retire. Let's take a look at transactions. Aaron Rodgers retires after 19 seasons in the NFL. Way to retire on top, my man. And unfortunately, that leaves the team, maybe not unfortunately, but it leaves the team with Jordan Love. If you guys want to see a part 2 of this, let me know by leaving a like, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, but mainly just tell me in the comment section below, would you like to see it? Yes or no? You want to see it? Because we gave Jordan Love that 5th-year option. He's 25. He's not completely unusable. He's still really solid. So did it work out? Did the Packers make the right call? I mean, I can't tell. It looks like they might have. Maybe a little early, but I mean, I didn't see any great QBs in the draft that we were able to get, so it might have been a good decision. Let's see, maybe, if it would be a part 2 rebuild, the first true part 2, because before we had a reload, but this would be a part 2, because obviously it's from a rebuild we did, and then continuing. So let me know if you guys want to see that. Let me know what team you want to see next in general, and then tomorrow should be 2 videos, one of them being Washington, and then, of course, you'll probably hear it tomorrow, but we'll have a stream tomorrow night as well. We had one last night, and then we'll have one tomorrow night. But regardless, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video today. There will be a second channel video up on PKR Plays as well. Regardless, hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!